Hi, my name is Kim, and today I'm talking about how to grow your own seeds, your own sprouts, in a mason jar at home. And it's very economical, it's very easy to do. So all you need is a mason jar, any size. Sterilize it first, wash it really good, use a hot water bath to sterilize it, and then you need some sort of lid. So in this case, I have a lid that I bought. It was $3 to $4, and it has holes in the top that fits right on top of your mason jar. You can also make your own using wax paper or parchment paper. I do not recommend punching holes into the solid lid. That it will rust, and you don't want that to happen. So you need some organic seeds. I have alfalfa seeds. I have all different kinds of seeds, broccoli seeds, mung beans. They're all great to sprout, put on your salads, add to your dishes. So the first thing you want to do is add about a tablespoon of seeds into your jar, and then just cover them with water, soak them for about 8 hours. After 8 hours, I'm going to dump this water out and rinse it. In this jar I have mung beans, so I have a few. It's a smaller jar, so I have less seeds in here. I want to give them lots of room, so you don't want too many seeds in your jar. And I'm going to use just my wax paper to cover this and make my own lid. So I just covered the jar with the wax paper. I'm going to punch some holes into it to give it some air. It's not as convenient as using the kind that you can buy. This is workable as well, so you just need to be a little bit more careful and make sure that you have enough air holes and then room to drain. So I'm going to let this sit for 8 hours. I'm going to add some water to the mung beans, and I'll come back and show you the next step. Hi, okay, so it has been overnight, and here are my seeds, and they have soaked. And what you want to do is drain out all the waters, and you want to rinse these. So I'm going to take the lid off, add a little bit more spring water or pure water, rinse them with that fresh water, and drain them again. Just kind of give them a swirl. So now most of the water is out of there, and I'm just going to probably get a little bit more water out. But I'm going to tilt this jar so that the seeds stick all the way around the jar, and let them have some air. So I'll just prop them up on the counter slightly at an angle so that the water is still draining and the seeds aren't sitting in a pile of water. So we'll do the same thing, rinse and drain them tonight. Okay, I am back. So here are my seeds, and guess what? They are sprouting already. So they were soaked last night, overnight, and drained and rinsed this morning. Came back, and I don't know if you can see this, but there are little roots. They are starting to sprout. So I'm going to do the same thing today, and for the next couple days I'm going to take fresh water that is purified or fresh spring water, and just put some water to rinse them off. Okay, so most of the water is out of there, and again I'm going to put this on my counter just tilted with the seeds more at one end, and let them sit for another day. And I'll probably just check back in with you in a couple days when they have gotten when they're a little bit more sprouty. So again, I'm going to do the same thing tomorrow. Rinse these out, put fresh water in, rinse and drain, and put them back on my counter. All right, I'll see you then. Okay, so I soaked the seeds, and then 5 days later, this is what they look like. So these are ready to go. I'm ready to give these a final rinse, get rid of some of the holes. So the mung beans are not quite ready. They're almost ready. I think they need one more day to kind of green up. But this homemade wax paper lid, that worked out just fine. I did get some holes, so I just moved where the lid was and held my hand in front. But doing it yourself, using the wax paper worked great. So I'm going to show you that when you rinse these, you can be fairly rough or robust with the rinsing, and it doesn't hurt them at all. And it is very important that you rinse these twice a day because they can dry out and die. So I give them a really good swirl and then dump out the water. And for this time, the last time that I give them that nice swirl, I'm going to dump it into a salad spinner. So here they are in the salad spinner, and we give them a rinse and a spin, and that will get all of the holes out of there. So give these a spin. So this is my salad spinner. I love it. And you can see all the holes are coming to the bottom. They're in the water. So here are the cleaned sprouts, and they're ready to be put into a container for storage. Leave a paper towel in there, a slightly damp paper towel, and keep these in the refrigerator for storage. And I only sprout what I can use up in 2 or 3 days because I don't want them sitting for a long time in the refrigerator. So as soon as I have a batch that's sprouted, I might start another batch. And they're ready to go. I use them on salads just as a side dish, and you have all of those wonderful vitamins and minerals and micronutrients that are in a really beautiful sprout. So for the mung beans, it might take them another couple days to get green at the top and to get all of those nutrients coming out. So thank you so much. I hope you try sprouting your own sprouts and enjoy.